The Taliban is converting police vehicles into patrol cars. The hardline Islamist group has fixed white and black flags on the vehicle to mark its identity. These cars have been patrolling the streets of Kabul and other locations where protests were held. The takeover of Afghanistan has triggered mass protests across the nation. And these protests are aimed at exposing the Taliban's act of barbarity and brutality. However, the Taliban was quick to act against the protests by banning them. On Thursday, 2 planned protests were cancelled following the ban. Take a look at the welts and bruises on these 2 men. They were detained and beaten for hours by the Taliban. Ever since the Taliban assumed control of Afghanistan, journalists have been living in fear as they have been on the radar of the new rulers for exposing the Taliban's true color. Among other journalists facing atrocities, the Taliban picked up these 2 scribes from a demonstration on Wednesday. The duo were picked up for covering widespread protests across the national capital over the last week, and they were taken to the police station. The 2 men claimed that they were punched and beaten with batons, electrical cables, and whips. In fact, the Taliban accused these men of organizing protests against it. The first flight since the expiry of the evacuation deadline took off from Kabul International Airport on Friday. The flight ferried foreigners out of Kabul to Doha. The flight to Doha comes as the Taliban continued their transition from insurgents to governing power, less than a month after they marched into Kabul and ousted former President Ashraf Ghani. A Qatari technical official in the Afghan capital of Kabul affirmed that 90% of Kabul airport was fixed after last month's hurried evacuation of more than 120,000 people as the US ended its 2-decade occupation. Last week, the Taliban reached out to Qatar and Turkey for technical assistance. Turkey declined its request for help. However, Qatar responded to the SOS calls and provided technical assistance. Even as the world is skeptical about maintaining a dialogue or recognizing the government in Afghanistan, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres requested the international community to maintain a dialogue with the Taliban in Afghanistan. He warned that an economic collapse affecting millions of people must be avoided. Speaking from the UN headquarters in New York, Guterres also added that he fears the return to power of the Taliban in Afghanistan will encourage influential jihadist armed groups in the Sahel and called for a strengthening of security mechanisms in that region.